Hello, welcome to Ask Coach Bucky. Today I am going to be critiquing a 13-year-old's 800-meter race indoors. This particular race was in Hampton, Virginia. We're going to concentrate on the athlete that was in second place at the end of this race. But again, I just want to give as much advice and give him a little bit of my critique. And hopefully this will make him run a lot faster the next time. The 800 is my favorite race. It is a race of strategy. It is a race of skill. It is a race of endurance and a race of speed and heart and determination. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at this race, and we have some wonderful athletes in here. They have done some marvelous things. And I think that we should just start the race now. Let's get it going. Okay, so we're starting. All right, I want to get you in the feel of this race, so we'll turn up the volume a little bit. So there they are. So the guy that's in first place right now with the white uniform, that's the one that we're going to zone in today and concentrate on. He is 13 years old. And again, I'm just going to look at how he runs this, and then we're just going to talk about it a little bit later. Now, I can see that he's choosing the strategy of sitting back in second place. He's just going to sit on the leader. One thing that's very important about the 800 meter is that if you are going to sit, you want to make sure that you run the third 200 of this race as fast as possible. The reason why you want to do that is because basically what happens
okay, let's go, Trey.
You can
get up on the shoulder, Trey. Get up on the shoulder.
Do a surge or something. So let's look at what happens in this race right here. So we can see, okay, it looks like this guy's starting to, in first place, he's starting to break away. He's running this part of, he's being very, very aggressive going into the third lap. Okay, he got the memo.
Let's go!
Right, you see how he's taking off around that curve. These guys still have 2 laps to go, right? But he's taking off because he wants to get along in this race, be by himself, and then break away from his competition. But I'm looking at second place right now. I think second place has a lot more endurance. It looks like the form right now is just slowing down a little bit.
All right, start getting him,
He's
Trey.
running this more like a 1500 opposed to the 800. 800 meters is not an all-out sprint, but you have to run it almost like a sprint. You know, you want to be as relaxed as possible, and but you always want to be right up on the leader if you can, right? But this person has about a 50-yard lead on the rest of the pack, and I'm looking at it going to the last lap. Oh my God! Look at this. So, okay, so this guy, he's starting to speed up now.
Come on, Trey.
This is the last 100 meters of this race. Look at the leg speed on this right here. So what this is telling me is that he didn't run that third 200. So he has a lot of room for improvement, right? I wouldn't even know he had that type of leg speed. But I'm just looking at that. I think the results from this race for 13-year-olds is, I think, first place at 220 high and second place was at 221 low. So it was a very close race. And I'm just going to stop this right now, because at least we can stop the noise. But yes, it's important. 800 meters, run the third 200. So a couple ways you can run it. You know, some people, they want to go out fast and try to break away from the competition, or at least make the competition run to the point where they can't hang for the second half of the race. If you are going to sit on someone, do not let them separate from you in that third 200. Again, the third 200 is extremely important in the 800 meters. So I recommend that this particular athlete right here, that he concentrates on staying right behind. If he is going to sit and kick, he needs to be right up there on the leader. He doesn't need to give him these wide spaces. These athletes in this race, they are not that far apart in talent and capabilities. So stay up on the leader if you are going to run that type of race. But most importantly, you need to drop the hammer and run really, really fast on that third 200. And that's pretty much it. So again, if you do have any questions, or you want to make a comment on this particular race, please feel free to make a comment on the race. If you would like to have one of your races critiqued, please feel free to do that. And I can put or just go to the website, askcoachbucky.com, and upload your video, and I could do a critique on that, or someone else can do a critique on it. But that's pretty much it. Again, the 800, awesome race. This is the beginning of the season, and I am looking forward to seeing what these athletes are going to do for the rest of the year. But all around, very, very good, aggressive race. I just want to see this last lap again. And yes, third 200, do not let anyone get that much separation from you. You don't want to have to be a hero at the very end of the race. You just want to, the better that you stay up with the leaders, the less of a hassle you're going to have trying to catch up. And that is all I have for today. Thanks for watching Ask Coach Bucky.